welcome to the podcast for When the Curves Line Up for July 31st, 2023. Please see the article that includes diagrams of today's events on the website. Text by Jeffrey L. Hunt. In Chicago, the sun rises at 5:43 a.m. Central Daylight Time, followed by sunset at 8:10 p.m. The month ends with 14 hours, 27 minutes of daylight. It lost 44 minutes. Here is today's planet forecast. In the morning sky. On this last morning of the month, two bright planets are easily visible before sunrise. Bright Jupiter is over halfway up in the east-southeast at 1 hour before daybreak. It is moving eastward in front of Aries, 12.5 degrees to the lower left of Hamel, the pattern's brightest star, and 11.4 degrees to the upper left of Menkar, Cetus Nostral. At this level of twilight in Chicago, Jupiter's great red spot is visible in the planet's clouds. It is visible in the center of the planet at 5:15 a.m. CDT, about 30 minutes before sunrise in Chicago. The atmospheric feature is visible in a darker sky for sky watchers farther westward. Before moonlight washes across the sky at this hour beginning tomorrow morning, use a binocular to look at the Pleiades star cluster to the lower left of Jupiter. The star cluster resembles a miniature dipper. The bright reddish star Aldebaran, Taurus brightest, is nearly 14 degrees to the lower right of the Pleiades. The bullseye and the Hyades star cluster make a sideways V forming the animal's head. Point the binocular at this as well. Saturn, after its nightly westward journey, is about 30 degrees above the southwest horizon. It is retrograding, appearing to move westward compared to the starry background, in front of Aquarius, 7.3 degrees to the upper right of Skate, the Aquarian's leg, and 6.3 degrees to the lower right of Lambda Aquarii. The background stars are dim and washed out by outdoor lighting. Use a binocular to see Saturn farther westward each morning against the sidereal background. In the evening sky. Venus is skedaddling from the evening sky. At sunset, it is less than 4 degrees above the western horizon, and still visible with a careful look. It sets about 20 minutes later. Venus passes between Earth and the Sun on August 13th, known as inferior conjunction, and seemingly skips into the morning sky. In a month, it stands about 10 degrees above the eastern horizon at 1 hour before daybreak. Mercury, 9 nights before its greatest elongation, is dimming each evening. It is less than 4 degrees above the west-northwest horizon at 45 minutes after sundown. Mercury aficionados can follow it for a few more evenings from an observing spot with a clear horizon. Mars, dimmer than Mercury, is over 5 degrees above the west horizon at 1 hour after sundown. This is goodbye to the red planet after its 2-year run that took it through Taurus during its opposition and into the western sky. This evening Mars sets 95 minutes after the Sun, before the end of evening twilight. The red planet returns to the morning sky after it passes its solar conjunction on November 18th. It then appears west of the Sun, rising before the central star. It appears in the morning sky during January 2024. Mercury passes by on January 27th and Venus on February 22nd. The Moon, 99% illuminated, is low in the east-southeast as night begins. It sets in the southwest before sunrise tomorrow. The Moon is at its full moon phase before it rises tomorrow evening. Saturn rises earlier each evening, now over 70 minutes after sundown. By 3 hours after nightfall and before midnight in most regions of time zones, it is about 20 degrees up in the southeast and over 35 degrees to the lower left of the Moon. Thank you for listening. Please read the articles at whenthecurveslineup.com.